Hi guys, welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And here are the goods. So we start with the box office as always. Despicable Me 3.
Of course.
75 million for the
That's crazy.
For the whole weekend. Mm-hmm. That's insane. And that's not even including 4th of July weekend.
Wait, hold up a second. Okay, that wasn't their opening one.
That was your opening, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
But I mean, like, that wasn't like, I thought like opening day they got 75 million.
No.
I thought we were talking about Force Awakens numbers here.
No, it was just the 3 days, collectively 75 million.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's 9% down from Despicable Me 2, 38% down from Minions. That's insane.
Everybody was happy to see the Minions film.
Yeah, true. It has the record right now for the most theaters of where it was playing. Number one was Eclipse.
Okay.
This one actually was in 4,529 theaters, beating Eclipse that was at 4,468 theaters. So Twilight is gone.
Okay,
Despicable Me 3 is now the winner.
It was in more theaters but made less money.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not a good stat.
No, it is not. And you know, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you and I big Trey Parker fans, right? Mm-hmm. He's the only best thing that everybody keeps talking about is Trey Parker's.
That's why they kept showing him in all the trailers for it, because his little part was funny, and I bet you they showed the whole dang on scene.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that, well, not funny, but it makes sense because, you know, he predominantly does all the voices on South Park.
Right.
So he's got that voice acting like down, like, it's like to a science. So.
It's better than just calling in some random, celebrity to say, hey, would you like to do a character on the movie? You get somebody who does voice acting work. That way they totally sell the character. And that character was just a funny character all around when you saw it in the trailer. So I wouldn't be surprised that character was still a movie.
So 75 mil. The opening for Cars 3 was like over 50.
Okay.
We're both in threes here. So sequel fatigue already. Do you think it's already starting to hit with?
I mean, this is what is this?
2017.
This is technically the fourth film. I mean, if you count Minions, yeah. I mean, you got to run out of steam at that point. This is when you get to Fast and Furious, and when you redo what the whole point of the movie, what the franchise is about. Is you kind of have to redo it. So adding the twin doesn't really help. But I mean, kids still want to see it, and it's not like they were going to go watch anything else.
But then you see Steve Carell talking to himself. Because he's basically
I'm a person who like Double Impact, so
God, that's awful. Number two, getting away from sequels. Number 2, and you saw this movie, Baby Driver.
Very good film.
Number 2, 21 million. Right now is looking and trending at a 90. All right.
That's cherries from the back.
Trying to get a beer. Baby Driver. So far right now, Rotten Tomato score of 97%.
It's a pretty good movie.
Is it warranted? Is it 97% warranted?
It was. I was a little worried at the beginning of the film. It moved a little bit slow. I thought they were trying to be too cool with it. The movie has little dialogue at the very beginning of the film. I mean, like probably the first 20 minutes go by and they rarely say a word, and especially the main character barely says anything. But then when you get to the midway part to the end of this film, it really picks up steam, and that's where it sells you to it, because the main focus of this movie is the music, so much that the beats of the song, the movie moves to the beats of the song. Things happen on screen to the beat of each song that's on. He does the things that he does in the film to the beats of songs. He plans things out to the length of songs. I mean, it worked really well on screen. At the beginning of the film, I was like, this is kind of hokey and I don't know what they're doing. Midway on, really good movie.
When it comes to the level of success, and as far as it being a sleeper hit of the summer, it reminds me a lot of Kingsman. How Kingsman came out of nowhere because it was original and just came out of nowhere and like was a sleeper hit of a few years ago.
Okay.
Because Kingsman's now warranting a sequel, do you see Baby Driver getting a sequel?
Yes, because of the way they left it off. I can see it. I can definitely see it.
You know, it's got a great cast, so you're probably right.
Though, if you're a Barenthal fan, don't show up late.
Number 3, Transformers: The Last Night, which I'm surprised it even stayed in the damn top 3 because this movie's so horrible, but it was at 17 million.
People are hate watching this film now.
Yes, they are. 62% drop. 82% drop in China.
Wow. China's catching on.
They're catching on. They're learning. Yeah. We have Art and I actually have a video out there for why we hate Transformers 5, so take a look. Number 4, still hanging in there, Wonder Woman with 15 million.
Still making money. I told you, first week of Spiderman will still be in top 5.
Has officially pushed the DCEU to $3 billion.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
collectively
good.
Out of Suicide Squad and BVS and Man of Steel. this movie has pushed them to $3 billion. Not bad.
You know, if it had been a Transformers film, they'd have done a long time ago.
Yep. And of course, rounding out is Cars 3 at $9 million. That is pretty much done franchise. It's tapping out. Sorry, Lightning, you're done. Coming up this week is Spider-Man 3. Right now projected to $100 million. I think it'll probably exceed that. I think it'll probably do Guardians of the Galaxy type. It's like 150 maybe. Maybe. You never know. What do you think?
I mean, as excited as people are to see Spider-Man done well, correctly, back on screen, of course. And to see I don't want to say it's an ensemble, but I mean, it's you know, you got an Iron Man cameo in there, a major Iron Man cameo in it. So you get all the Marvel fans who already gave up on Spider-Man to come back to Spider-Man. All the people who never left Spider-Man are still coming out to see Spider-Man. And then you got all your people who really just want to see a comic book film. So it's going to do well.
Yeah, I think Tom Holland was a perfect fit for it. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of Tom Holland, he's already shot his scenes, some of the scenes for Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, I saw some of the set photos. Yeah, some of the leak stuff.
And in the recent interviews, he's stating that he still doesn't even know the plot of the movie.
Oh no, they only give him parts of the script. They give him their part, and that's it.
Yeah, well, he's saying that because he can't keep a secret.
That might be a reason too. I mean, because you know they guard everything. Which really, at this point, would it really matter if we knew that? You know, everybody knows what the point of this film is about. I mean, all these secrets.
We know the villain. I mean,
we know the villain. We know they're fighting over gems, and you know, look at the rings, and
count these rings.
Yeah. So, I mean, we already know basically what this film is about. We just haven't seen it unfold. So, what are they really hiding?
Well, it kind of looks like this is going to be like really one of the biggest movies of all time, featuring 67 characters. So screen time for each individual character is going to be kind of limited. So what they're thinking is that, or what's a possibility is that Tom Holland's appearance as Spider-Man in Infinity War is actually going to be similar to his appearance in Civil War.
Brief.
It'll be brief, but like
impactful.
Impactful, exactly.
Okay.
That's the word I was looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
So, are you happy with that? Will you be okay with that?
No, I'm fine. I don't need him to take over the whole film. I want it to be about the Avengers as a whole, and he's technically not an Avenger until we see, Homecoming. I mean, it's about the Avengers. I kind of want to see them mix in all the other Marvel characters. I want to see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I want to see
the Guardians.
Guardians, all that stuff. And then the rumor I had heard is that they were thinking about there's going to be like a massive fight that has like 33 people on screen. So that's crazy enough. I kind of want to see how that unfolds and not be some type of Transformers mess where you can't tell what's going on. But hey,
where Earth is Unicron.
Right.
Anyway, so this looks to be the end of certain characters.
Right.
What Avengers do you think are not going to make it out of?
Not out of Infinity War, since Robert Downey Jr. just rescheduled, just restructured his or redid his deal to get through Infinity War. I think he's probably done, and I think he came out with some little quote saying that he wants to get out and hang up his jersey before he gets it. It's lame.
To quit while the iron's hot.
Yeah, something like that. And Chris Evans has been trying to get out since Iron Man, Captain America 2. He's been trying to get out.
I don't know. There's like mix there because after Deadpool and Logan, I don't see them. I see them like, man, that's my character.
Well,
I can't see anybody playing that character. Obviously, the Winter Soldier is Captain America's.
I mean, they have
Falcon is Captain America also.
Yeah, they already got that.
So they have that.
We might
leverage there. But
Rhodey's already like on crutches right now, and he's crippled. So I mean. If they want to go to comic books, Rhodey had a thing with Captain Marvel, and then they killed him.
Poor Bruce.
So Rhodey may not make it out. Hawkeye, I mean, he's getting older. Dude, we want to see old Hawkeye. I mean, we didn't get old Hawkeye and Logan, so I want to see old Hawkeye and Avengers.
I'm looking forward to it regardless. I'm curious to see who comes out of there alive. I think that maybe you're right. I think Downey is probably done. But you know what? What's cool about Logan was that they're actually involving Hugh Jackman on who should be your replacement. So maybe they'll actually let Robert Downey Jr. pick his successor as far as whoever takes over the role of Tony Stark or whatever.
I mean, he can, go like the comic books with Riri, the little young teenage black girl that they have when she's in Invincible Iron Man. I think that's her.
And she's Iron Man?
Well, more or less.
Iron Woman?
She has
Iron Sister?
Iron Man made a suit for everybody, so I mean, she's one of the people that has a suit. So
Iron Maiden?
No, there's an Iron Maiden though, not just the song.
Oh man. look for Spider-Man in Homecoming first before you see Avengers. So you can go catch him there. One of the things on the news that just came out recently was there was a very impactful scene in the Spider-Man trailer. And you said about Iron Man making an appearance and all that. Well, there was a really strong, it got a strong reaction, and that's when Iron Man and Spider-Man are swinging and flying side by side through the city.
Okay.
That scene will not be in the movie.
Oh my God! You know the trailers lie to us. Didn't we learn from Rogue One? I mean. God, they always put something in there. It was like, we're cutting it out, but man, it was an awesome little scene. We can throw it in the trailer to kind of tempt people to get and come out and come see it, and then they just not include it. I'm already used to it.
That's false advertising, though.
We've been complaining about that for like forever already.
Trailers, I think just trailers. There has to be a different way of marketing these.
I wish I had a list of all the films that had done that just within the last year, not just this year, but taken from last year all the way through this year. Like, there's been a bunch of films that have done that. Going back to Twister and us not getting the flying cow and the tractor tire going towards the screen. We didn't get that either.
No, we did not.
They've been doing this forever. But
it's gotta change.
Don't believe anything. Well, one reason why they do it is because they can show us some footage and not ruin the movie for us. They don't spoil the movie by giving
like Megan Levy.
Yeah, like Megan Levy. Exactly. So wait. Maybe they didn't show me everything in the trailer, and all those scenes that I saw from Megan Levy didn't even actually happen in the movie. But back to what I was saying, that they do that so that way they don't spoil the movie for us. They use some stuff that they already cut out. It doesn't spoil it for us. We get to see brand new footage, and then to build up enticement. Anticipation is the word I was looking for.
Okay, well, what if it's not only builds anticipation, but it also starts promoting deleted scenes for the Blu-ray?
That too. I still want my TIE Fighter in Rogue One.
I still want. I'll rebel. I rebel.
No, we still want that line.
I still want that line. I still haven't gotten it.
As hokey as it was.
You were absolutely on point, though. Rogue One was a completely different movie from what the trailer showed. Completely different direction. Mm-hmm. So I think in that particular case, that was like completely off. I'm just hoping that everything that was, besides that part, I hope a lot of what they showed in Homecoming actually makes it to the dang movie.
I hope so. Hopefully.
So sticking with trailer talks, the teaser for Jumanji came out.
Yes.
I was on board. I thought it was freaking amazing. I can't wait. Then I saw the first full trailer, and that movie sucks. That movie looks so stupid. I'm sorry. Rock, you're the freaking best. I love you. You're one of my freaking biggest influences next to Bruce Lee. But anyway, but that movie sucks. That movie looks so dumb.
I wanted to hear somebody else what they thought about it, because I was like, okay, I thought we were gonna do board game. I thought they were just gonna be like, oh, okay.
Well, they're bored, all right.
Some other kids found the board game itself, and they continued on. We're doing a video game?
Well, that part I get because you got to think of something differently.
Kids don't play board games anymore. They play video games.
That's what makes this cool, because it's like, hey, let's play this board game. Who cares? It's like we can put.
Kids, get off my sidewalk.
I'm okay with the video game. What I don't like is that the girl they become these different people in the whole thing.
Right. The whole avatars.
I want to say, yeah.
You want to see them in the game?
I wanted to see like it was an actual, like something happened and it actually put The Rock and everybody else in there. Now you got Jack Black being a girl.
Right.
Which he's completely misused, in my opinion. I haven't seen the damn movie, obviously, but
I know, like already hating on the movie. I ain't even seen it
because of you were doing that with Transformers and Resident Evil.
Because I was right.
Right, I'm gonna be right on this. They already misused Jack Black in Tropic Thunder. Now they're gonna misuse him in this, and then you get Kevin Hart being Kevin Hart. I'm disappointed.
I was disappointed because in the original film they played the game.
Right.
That's how they got through it. Yeah, they're not playing the game.
They're in the world.
Then why aren't they themselves?
Exactly. That's what I said. That's why it doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, to me that means they're not playing a game. That just means that it's like, oh, okay, I'm just controlling a character. I'm controlling the character. That doesn't mean that's not you playing the game. That's like me saying, I was like, oh my God, did you see how I dragon punched this dude the other day? No, I'm playing Street Fighter. That doesn't put me in the game. That just means I'm controlling somebody.
Yeah, it's like Dream Warriors.
Exactly. I wanted to hear somebody else's thought on it because I was scratching my head at the end of it. I was like, seems kind of funny, but kind of stupid at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm looking forward more to Rampage than I am to
Oh wait, so you
Jumanji.
see Rampage when you actually, he's playing the lizard.
That's what I thought was gonna happen, but he's not playing the lizard. That would have been awesome.
I was making a joke.
Hey, he called himself a Samoan Silverback, so he could have been the
monkey,
the King Kong.
Yeah,
one.
the King Kong. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, in Batman news, director Matt Reeves is really, he's going to dive into this Batman movie, The Batman, with Ben Affleck, right? Now, right now, he's promoting The War of the Planet of the Apes, which right now, to be honest with you, is going to probably make one of the best of 2017. That movie looks amazing.
Hey, it's already got good reviews.
And he's taken that to another level. Well, he kind of compares Batman to Caesar from War of the Planet of the Apes. So he's actually looking to go into a little bit more of an emotional type of a movie where it's probably a little bit more character driven. He wants to take Batman and Bruce Wayne back to the detective days where he's doing detective in a noir style type. Influenced a little bit by Alfred Hitchcock. So he wants to go that route.
It's going to be slow.
But even more than that, though, not necessarily, because he has been very influenced by Christopher Nolan's version.
Oh, well, you said he didn't do any detective work.
Right. I said that?
You did.
No, I didn't. I said that in BVS.
You said no.
You're right. I did say that. You're right. I did say that.
You said he doesn't do any detective work.
No, but I'm talking about like the style of the modern part of it.
Oh,
anyway,
keep it modern.
Exactly. And with good reason.
Batman Batsuit. That's modern.
Christopher Nolan is pretty much regarded as the man that took Batman to a whole other level, and he's made the Dark Knight trilogy one of the best comic book adaptations of all time. To be honest with you, Dark Knight is probably the #1 comic book movie ever right now. So, or you still think it's Winter Soldier?
It's still Winter Soldier.
Anyway,
no, Dark Knight's still been it, but just out of Marvel's is Winter Soldier. But okay, so here's the thing. I think that he should stick with what they've already set up. I think what they've already set up is is refreshing. It's something different. It doesn't say like we're copying Nolan. Don't copy Nolan, because Nolan had faults in his movie. Batman couldn't fight in his movie.
Batman could not fight. He couldn't even turn his neck.
And I give him crap because he's saying Batman didn't really do any detective work, because he really didn't. He did one movie. He had one detective scene. You were right, but you said none at all, and I proved to you. I was like, he did one scene where he actually did detective work. So do detective work. Have Batman actually have cool fight scenes, because his fight scenes were lame with Nolan. They were lame, so lame. The best one he had was in Batman Begins. Where he
was in the League of Shadows?
Yeah, when he did the League of Shadows.
Beginning?
Yes, when they were when he was fighting all the ninjas and stuff like that, when he tried to escape, when he was fighting out on the slopes and stuff. Those are the best fight scenes, and all of that was like close up camera views, cut here, cut there, flip.
Jason Bourne.
Yeah, basically he was doing all that stuff. So those were the bad parts of Nolan. I mean, if you want to bring the realism in that Nolan did, yeah, go ahead, do that. Fine, do everything else different.
If they go the route, because right now they're really liking the Arkham Asylum type from the video games.
Right.
I think if they go that route, mixing it with Nolan and throwing a little bit, that'd be awesome. I think it would work.
I think we get our hopes too high to do Arkham. I don't think they're going to do Arkham.
Well, who knows? There's so many ways that they can go with this character, but it looks like he really wants to focus on the character himself. So Ben Affleck has gotten better, so the acting has gotten better.
Hey, I'm happy to see it.
Well, somebody who needs no introduction to strong acting is Sylvester Stallone. I'm just kidding.
No, he's a great actor.
He's a good actor. Anyway, Creed 2 brought him out, his character of Rocky, back to the spotlight. Garnering him an Oscar nomination, Golden Globe winning. He won the Golden Globe for it. Got Oscar nominated for it, and
didn't thank the director though.
Did not thank the director until after the commercial though. When the commercial was going on, he thanked.
Are we at commercial break? Hey man, good job.
Well, Creed 2 is highly anticipated.
Yes.
Creed 2 is very highly anticipated. As a matter of fact, it was actually supposed to come out this year. But
really? Wow.
Yeah, it was. But Coogler's busy. Ryan Coogler, the director, is currently directing Black Panther.
Yeah.
And so is Creed star Michael B. Jordan is also doing the Black Panther as well. I think his part's a little smaller though, so I don't think that it would be that bad. But
they got all the popular people to do the Black movie.
Yeah. Well, Creed 2's there, and Sylvester Stallone went to Instagram and started sending out cryptic pics of Dolph Lundgren. So could Creed 2 be the return of Ivan Drago?
What is he coaching his son?
Well,
Oh my God! I don't want to hear this.
Carl Weathers will be back as Apollo Creed in a flashback.
They didn't want to do that in the first one.
Possibly going the route of the Godfather 2, where there's flashbacks and switching back from flashback to forward to present time.
Old Creed? Are we CGIing him?
Yes, we are probably.
Oh God!
So what Sly was talking about is this story being more like Sins of the Father approach.
What sins? Well, we gonna relive his infidelity? What's it? He got Rocky back. Come on, man. Let Apollo live in. And look, he's the Mount Rushmore of this franchise. It's Apollo and Rocky and Mickey and everybody else who died in this franchise. Clubber didn't die.
No, Clubber's
on it. Yeah, he's on. But then there's too many faces on here. There's Drago and. My point is that why tarnish him? Why tarnish him?
They've already tarnished him with the infidelity.
No, and I get it, but it's tarnished him in death. But now they want to bring him back and re-tarnish him again. I was like, here, let me show you. Well, this is him cheating on his wife with your mother. We don't want to see that.
Does that mean Claire Huxtable was a hoe?
No, she's the mom. She was the wife.
Oh, she was the real wife?
Yes!
Oh, because his real mom died?
Yes!
That's right, that's what it was. I was like,
Claire was the wife!
Claire Huxtable.
Don't you ever speak bad about Claire Huxtable again!
She adopted him.
Send your hate mail to the goods at gmail.com.
Care of Heart. Okay, so would you rather see where it's like conflicting? He's conflicted, like Adonis is conflicted with this whole thing about how his dad died. So now he wants to go to the man responsible for his dad's death, and he wants to avenge his father.
Even going back in time.
Even though Rocky already avenged Apollo by beating him in Russia.
Okay.
So Adonis really doesn't need to, but if they go that route, would you prefer that?
Oh man, get out here and come fight me.
Would you prefer that Adonis went after Drago?
No!
Or Drago's son?
No!
Well, then what direction should Creed go then?
Bring back Cullen. No! It should not go in. All we should see is that he continues to move on trying to get a title. He's trying to win a championship like Rocky was. Rocky wanted to be champion. Let him be champion. Don't get caught up in the old storylines of what the old franchise was. Let him get the rematch against the champion that was in the end. Yeah, let him get that. Let's see that. Unfortunately, it's just retreading Rocky.
Yeah, you just contradicted yourself on what you just.
But at least we're not retreading it with the same characters. You want to retread with the same characters?
Hey man, I didn't write the story. I'm just telling you.
I'm yelling at you for telling me this bull. Don't do this, Coogler. Obviously.
Coogler's not.
That's the reason why we're doing this, because
Stallone might direct it. He might direct it.
That's why we're doing this, because he's behind it. And Dolph Lundgren is his friend, and he wants to give him another paycheck.
Hey, did you realize that without Apollo Creed, there would not be a Rocky Balboa like ever?
Oh, like there'd be no movie period?
There would be he would have no legacy. He'd be nothing without Apollo Creed.
Because he had to take the belt from somebody?
No. Apollo Creed, remember? Apollo Creed versus the Italian Stallion. Right. Sounds like a damn monster movie, remember? Because he was trying to give an unknown a shot at the title.
Right, okay.
Right.
Oh, so if Apollo hadn't given him the shot,
none of this would have happened.
Right.
None of it. Rocky wouldn't have happened at all without Apollo Creed.
Apollo would have had to lost.
What?
Apollo would have had to lost his championship for him to get a chance to fight somebody else.
No, I'm sorry. Well, no.
No, it's like, so you're saying that Rocky would have never earned a title shot?
He would have no, because he was a fighting in the clubs, and he was a.
That's the same thing for Adonis.
He wasn't ranked.
Adonis would have never got a title shot either.
Yeah, but Adonis wouldn't have got a title shot because he would have never been trained by Rocky.
Because Adonis wouldn't have got a title shot if Apollo had never cheated on his mom.
That's a good point.
His stepmom, I guess. His foster mom.
Leave a comment below and let us know what you think or what you want to see in Creed 2.
Not that. Not that.
Oh, man. Speaking of hot mamas, Michelle Rodriguez made the news recently regarding the Fast and the Furious franchise. She actually threatened to quit the franchise if there were, if they don't have more women playing an integral role in these movies.
Did she forget what
lots of women.
Did she forget what franchise she's in? The integral role of women in Fast and the Furious is a short skirt and waving a flag. That's it. Michelle, you are the integral part of the women in this film.
But if you really look at it, okay.
And that's not me being freaking like...
No, it is. It is.
It's not. No, it is. I'm not sure. I'm being honest. I'm absolutely being honest. This franchise is not written to make women strong. Unfortunately, I probably
okay. I don't agree with you whatsoever. Okay, first of all, it's
there's some strong women in here.
Just give me a second. First of all, I don't even see how she could say that. Now, maybe she's talking about only herself, but she's talking about women in general.
She's talking about women in general, but she wants a better role. Her roles have been stupid.
Check this out. First of all, Gal Gadot. You had freaking Wonder Woman in this damn franchise, for one.
She was love interest.
Two, it doesn't matter. She was
integral what? To Han.
Right. She bought the chips she was eating. Right. Yeah. Two is Jordana Brewster since day one. And they showed her drive all over the place.
In the first movie.
Letty also beat the crap.
Since Fast and Furious.
Letty beats the crap out of everybody. She beats Ronda Rousey. She beats Gina Carano.
That's the most integral part of women in this film, unfortunately.
And then you have Natalie Emmanuel that plays a really strong supporting role as Ramsey ever since she came out from Fast 7 to Fast 8, right? Now she's big in there. And you have the main villain in Fast and the Furious as Charlize Theron plays the main villain.
There's your integral. That was your integral.
But even more so than that. She wants even more than that.
I think what it is that
she have a point.
She does have a point, but my point is that this is not groundbreaking material. Fast and Furious has never been something where like, ooh, it's set some political statement, or it's freaking cars. It's cars. It's women in short skirts, and that's it. That's all it's been. And yes, Michelle Rodriguez, you have been the most integral part of the women in this franchise. Every other person here, until Charlize Theron, has just been just window dressing, unfortunately. And I know. Look, if you want to stay in this franchise, you need a better role. I totally get that on your part. But damn it, make her stand about you. Don't make it a woman thing. That's what it is. It's like she's making a woman thing, really talking about herself, because she didn't say nothing when they do all the little cut scenes about the chicks and the skirts and the things and the stuff up here and
their chesticles.
Yeah, the chesticles and the short skirts, waving flags and all that stuff. She didn't say nothing. We're 5 movies deep, and now she wants to talk about it. 5. I'm sorry. We're 8 movies deep. I don't know why I said 5. We're 8 movies deep, and now it's an issue. Come on, Michelle. You knew about all this stuff going forward. You're making a point for yourself. Don't make it a woman issue just because you want a better role.
Well, Vin Diesel actually came out and spoke a little bit, made a little bit of a statement with a video with her, and that it was, that she praised him actually for how he treats everybody. She said that her statement was not directed at her, so it's more directed at Universal, in my opinion, the Universal executives.
Isn't he behind writing these dang old movies?
He's behind producing. Obviously, the starring. That's his franchise.
It's his franchise. You want to yell at somebody, yell at Vin Diesel.
So it's kind of like don't bite the hand that feeds you. I have no idea.
That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm going to yell at Universal, but I really should be yelling at you because you're the one that has all the pull in this movie. If you want me to have a bigger role, if you want women to have a bigger role in this film, you will do it.
The Feisty and the Furious.
Vin Diesel can make it happen if he wants him to have a bigger role. Like, he's behind everything with this. This is his franchise. He's behind everything.
What if you did because there's only 2 left, 9 and 10, and then it's over. What if you did where 9, something happens to the guys and the women have to get together and...
What women? One woman.
Well, Wonder Woman's dead.
No, one woman.
Oh, I thought you said Wonder Woman. Michelle's dead, but anyway. No, you get Ramsey, you get Letty.
That girl ain't done nothing.
You get Mia.
What? You can't You can't explain her without explaining what happened to Paul.
Hey, it's girls' night. I gotta go. I gotta go to Vegas, baby.
I'm gonna be missing for like 2 weeks.
Exactly. I got
watch the kids. Watch the kids.
Yeah, not only that, freaking Dom went rogue, no Mia. Now all of a sudden he gets captured. Where's Mia? Oh man, this is awful. We could go on for freaking days on this one.
Franchise off the rails.
Either way, hey, we love the ladies. We love the ladies. We support the women, of course. We, Michelle, we're on your side, but
Exactly.
there's just some there's a gray area to what your point is.
Her motivations aren't really about women. Her motivations are about herself.
Yeah. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Is Michelle Rodriguez right? Are we right? Are we wrong? Which we usually are.
Yep.
Let us know. Terrence, take us home.
All right, so if you're still with me and you don't think that I hate women,
which all the Guardians of the Galaxy women are gone, and to him, they replaced the girls.
I'm not a sexist. Please make sure you like, and obviously you're gonna comment on everything that I said in this video. But while you do that, make sure you subscribe so that way you know about all the other videos that we do and a little bit of a shake-up and stuff, because I will probably get banned from this show from now. But that's all I got.
Especially since our director is a woman. That's great. Freshman in the back, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And we'll see you next time.
Terrence, you're fired.
What did you wear?
Hey, did you? Hey, you know, beer makes you smarter. It made Bud wiser.
That's right, you weren't here for that joke.
She wasn't here for that joke. All right, let's go.